Welcome, my friends, to the MarkinsPires show, day 1894 in a row. This show is sponsored by the Beat Seat, the only drum in the world for guitar players, the only drum in the world that's a sensory therapy drum you can play with your entire body. That's right, hands and feet, same time, and that's something that's never existed before, which is why I have a patent for it. So if you go to beatseat.rocks, you can check it out. It is the only place on planet Earth you can buy the only drum that you can play with your entire body. And it's got 2 snares in it, 4 playable panels. I play it every single night right here on the MarkinsPires show. That's right, 2 shows a day. We do a morning show, comedy news. All we do is scroll the news and we find anything that's not politics and then we make comedy out of it. That's what we do. Because to me, I have no interest in talking politics. Done it, it's over, it's in the past. We're not gonna be able to change whatever's gonna happen in several months, so you can go and you can get your negativity somewhere else. What we're here to do is lift each other up every morning with a positive message, some comedy news, hang out, tell some friends, we're here, hit that freaking screen here, TikToking it, right? Doing it on YouTube. Jerry Hayes is here. I got Harvey from the top, Virginia, I love it. And we of liberty and freedom. And you guys over here on TikTok, I want to say hi to you real quick. User55, how you doing? Who else is kicking it with me? You got to say hello. You know, Paul Cravey. Paul Cravey, good to see you, my friend. Welcome to the MarkinsPires show. We're about to get into it. We have Matt Zabrowski here. If you don't know who Matt Zabrowski is, he's a woohoo guy. He's also the drummer on this track. Lying in the field under the sun while the right, Zabrowski's about to bring it. We're gonna get a woohoo, and then we get into the comedy news. So tell me, I want to hear from you guys. Are you down with a show that doesn't talk politics at all and just finds whatever else is going on a daily basis, reads the story, and just sees what happens funny within, you know? By the way, at noon today, we have a piece of content premiering. 70 million year dinosaur. It's called a titanosaur, actually. I dropped some of this already over on TikTok. Titanosaur, discovered by Skip the dog. You're gonna hear all about it. And a Frenchman, doesn't speak any English. We figured that out, but he's got a sign language guy. No, the sign language guy was false. He was a fake sign language guy. He's like, he did the, you know, so you got to go and check it out, guys. That's at noon today. I'm going to give you the link to that in a few minutes. I want to say hi. Danik, how are you, my friend? So good to see you. Who else is kicking? Main Girl. Woo! And Virginia. From the top of the show. Oh, Jerry Hayes. Yeah, I'll get back to that, Jerry. You know, I did go, this is just a side note for people. If someone does come back and they're like, hey, you know, I had a wrench and I don't anymore. So I made a determination that the wrenches are very, very valuable. And they're for people who are here to support the show. They spread the word about this show. They help this show grow. And I gave wrenches to everybody at the beginning and then people just took off. So I just took them away because you got to be a part of the show to have a wrench. Zabrowsk! Right. So Jerry, yes, be here. You absolutely can have a wrench. And please do me a favor, if you guys could pick up the slack for S-Coop, when she's not here. When you see someone new like Danik coming and kicking it with us, let Danik know, please. Hey, buddy, glad to have you here. This show is lots of things. It's comedy news. It's live music every single night at 432 hertz. Now, whether or not you believe it or you don't believe it, 432 hertz is a different frequency than the rest of the world tunes their instruments at. 432 used to be the standard, and then it was changed, some people say by FDR and his whole agenda to try to destroy our world. Or it was maybe even done by the Nazis. Whatever the story goes back to, they changed the standard over from 432 hertz to 440 hertz. Now, me personally, I play by ear. I've never taken a guitar lesson. I took 6 actual guitar lessons, but it wasn't to learn how to play the guitar. It was to learn how to play a piece of music. It was learn how to play the Fur Elise by Mark Toven. So when I learned how to play that song, I was like, great, thanks, and then I was done. I'd already written about 12 songs when my father gave me like a guitar lesson. So basically, I just went in there and I said, I just want to know how to play. Can you even hear that? So, really? Let me bring that down here. So I just wanted to learn how to play this. When I sat down with the dude and told him that, because he said, what do you want to learn? Do you want to learn chord progression? Do you want to learn a theory? Do you want to learn, and I said, I just want to learn how to play the Fur-Elise. And I remember he looked at me like a dog. He goes, and I go, yeah, I want to learn how to play the Fur-Elise. He goes, well, the Fur-Elise isn't designed for the guitar. It's designed with the piano because you got this low B, and he started explaining stuff I didn't understand. And he said, but what I can do is I could take out the stuff that you can't play on the guitar, like the low and the really, really high stuff, and just take all the middles, and I'll give you the tablature so you can learn how to play it on a guitar. So that's what I want. So he came back to me after like a couple weeks. He goes, okay, this is it. And we took those 5 remaining lessons to go over playing it correctly. And at the end of it, now, I learned it then, okay? This is 20 years ago. 22 years ago I learned it. I never looked back at the tablature again, so I go off of memory. So then I took that and actually wrote like 4 or 5 pieces of music off of Fur-Elise. Playing that song at the end, I wrote there's one song that I played the Fur-Elise, and at the very end it broke into some crazy bluesy jazz thing, and then that became a song. I don't remember what song it is now. I'm gonna have to go back and see, but that's the progression. And now we've taken 5 other things, I believe. So that's what we have. I missed a call. Someone was trying to call in maybe from the show, but I don't have that system set up correctly right now. We should do that though. I should get myself set up here so take some phone calls. So here we go. Let's get into the comedy news. But I did want you to understand that music at 4:32 every night. Whoop, Joanne, where did you? Okay, there we go. Thank you. And then comedy. We do a lot of comedy and connecting. To me, if you have a show that's live every day, then you can just go look at this. This is telling us who's on with us. You see that? That's how we do it. Just so you guys see too, look, this is our Rumble page. If you guys want to go in and follow over on Rumble, this is live on Rumble right now. I'm going to give it a like because I don't think people know. It's only 326 followers. So
Are you still interested in a
Yeah.
solar-powered generator?
Sure.
Because pay
Why the heck
special
not?
attention, because I'm going to do something that until recently...
All right, you do it. I say we are alive.
Are you
because-
unclogging your
oh my
toilet
goodness.
correctly? This is the only
I'm
tool
not.
you should use.
What do I use?
Do you know what to do when your toilet is
No.
clogged?
Ew,
Bit alike,
that's disgusting.
'cause I don't
think that was gross, guys. Right? I'm here, you're there. We're getting the gross toilet treatment, they call it. Anyway, let's get to the news of the day. Joanne, can you pull it up for us? Joanne, I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the way. You know, it's tough, guys. Look at that. Who's that old girl? Let's keep going. Media tycoon Rupert Murdoch getting married, 92, just dipping his toes in the water. You know, look at that guy. I saw him in a dream last night. You know, what? No, I'm sorry. You're right. It was a nightmare. Let's see what old Rupert's doing there with the gull neck. The 92-year-old Gully McGee. What? I don't know, guys. He's oh, okay. He's set to tie a knot this summer with this 67-year-old partner. It's not bad. He's working in thirds, you know. 92, she's 67. They got a great-great-granddaughter together. Rupert Murdoch is engaged again. To this time to his current girlfriend, Elena Zakova. Now, can I ask you guys a question? I gotta ask you guys here in the chat on YouTube and on X and Rumble and Facebook, which I don't think exists, you know, as a platform for us. But wasn't he just engaged like 4 months ago to somebody else? And then it like broke off? He's desperate to nest. You know, when you're kind of just starting out and you're like, I just need someone to snuggle with. And I got to get started and figure it out. You know, like we're gonna take on the world. Have a few kids, you know. Just kind of see them off each day. You know, put the food into the little, you know, the travel. Yeah. Yeah, good old Rupert. I'm sorry? He's 92? What the fuck, are you kidding me? Really? Not feet wet? That's the Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil, look, I've got to get married. I'm 90 freaking 2. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, David X. Pruding, that's my brother. I'm not even joking, that's my brother right there. You see David X. Pruding right here? He took the photo of her. Right? Because Naam Galal took a picture of freaking evil Dick. I don't know. This guy looks like he should have been in the first round, or actually maybe it would have been the return of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. You know? Because this is the guy who played that evil, you know, guy from the future. Anyway, that's David X. Pruding. That's my brother right there. They had to give him credit. Shutterstock in it. Rupert Murdoch is engaged again to a 67-year-old. That means together they are 157 together. That's pretty good. They're doing it. I don't even know what that means. They're taking their relationships to new heights as they prepare to tie the knot. Wait a second. Former chairman of Fox News, he's 92. He was a retired molecular biologist? I didn't know that about good old freaking Gully Neck. On Thursday, Murdoch and Zakova will wed this June, and I guess it's the 5th time. 5th time's the charm for Murdoch, you know. It's his 6th engagement. I told you, he was engaged like a couple months back. He was like, do you want to marry me, my stupid Gully Neck? Oh my goodness. Conversations they must have, you know. Rupert, can you please pass the toast? Right? Oh goodness, when he's not trying to take over the world. Look, everybody, gather around. It's Dr. Evil Murdoch. I've been a media mogul for years. It's time I get married. for a fifth time. Five times. How's my gully neck? Dr. Evil Neck, you know? That's got to be a mask that's being pulled over his head, you know? And that's why we got all of this going on. Zakova, an Australian native. Oh, she's from Australia. I got it wrong, mate, you know? Oi, no. Oh, she's in Australia, mate, right? She's there. She's coming to get married. Oh, yeah. She's getting married there to Rupert. I got to try to get my Australian down. Where's Bradley Smith when you need him, you know? Oi, noi. I've learned that if you start any sentence with oi, noi, you can get into the Australian. Have you ever tried it? Oi, noi. Oh, you gotta say this one, crikey, right? You guys do the oi, noi, you'll get it. And it's not like you have to say oi, noi. Just say oi, noi. That's it. You're saying oi, noi. Just do it. Oi, noi. Oi, noi. Right? It's there. You all of a sudden start amplifying it, you know? Oi, noi. Crikey. Look at that one, right? Oh, look at me talking like we're from Australia all of a sudden. Oi, noi. Right? You just do the oi, noi. Oh, it's a good one, guys. I know you're into it. You're all at your homes right now. You're going, oi, noi. You're looking at your dog. You're like, hey, Skippy. Oi, noi. This freaking Skippy comes over. He's like looking at you, you know, like the Fur Elise guy. Just throw him a little treat. Rupert. You know, when Rupert was doing it in Australian, she's going, oi, noi, Rupert. And he's singing, ah, with that gull. Murdoch and dang. Okay, here we go. Let's just get, this is the history of Rupert and his 5 weddings, perhaps. 5 marriages that have all been successful. What? Murdoch and Dang, 55, secretly wed on his yacht in New York Harbor in 1999. Approximately 2 weeks after he finalized his divorce from his second wife. I wonder, how could he just get into a marriage 2 weeks after being in a marriage? I'm sorry? Oh, he was banging it out with Dang? Yeah. He was danging it. You know, sometimes when you got it and you're in the process of, you're knee deep in the dang, you know? Getting hungry over here. Secretly, not for dang. Not for dang. I'm looking for like an egg and cheese or something like that. Morning style. Coffee. That's all I got at the moment. What? Yeah, no, I like to do that in public. You know? You don't, when you go, you have to let people know you're taking a sip. I mean, what kind of, maybe you're like, you know, no, I'm sorry. When I go out there, I'm like, hey guys, look, I'll be right there. I want to cough after, like where they know. That must have gone down smooth, Mark. Murdoch and Dang. Guys, I'm a goofball, I know. Anyway, hope you're having fun too. Look, in the morning, right? Right? What else? I just love feeling better. And that's the key here, is let's talk about this guy, right? You know, I also saw him, he was trying to sell properly in Italy years ago, right? That's the guy. I think that's the same guy. Come out here to Italy. We got the... What was the guy who did that? What was his name again? I remember that all of a sudden. That's not good. I used to remember stuff like references like that. Like this guy right here, he was the one selling property or for trips to Italy in the 90s and early 2000s. It was like Mount Airy Lodge type vibe, you know? It would have been better if I had that reference point. Anyway, back to it. When he finalized his second wife, Anna Maria Torv, the mother of 3 kids, Elizabeth, Lachlan, you guys know about Lachlan Murdoch, and James. Little is known about Murdoch's late first wife, Patricia Booker. You know, it's a little known because murder guy showed up, you know, when he was trying to sell a piece of land in Italy. Mario Perino. Is that his name? Isn't it Mario Perino? Somebody please tell me, am I right about that? Is it Mario Perino? Hilly Billy! Oh, goodness. Matt, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Oh, pal. We're in it. We are in it. And this guy over here, oh my goodness, he's getting married for a 5th time. You know, the 5th time is the charm, everybody. This is when Murdoch gets it right, you know. He's just a little child inside. I don't ever consider myself to be just a rich wife, she said in the same interview. When E-Trade first started, I was home at moving stocks around. They were married for 14 years. That's a pretty decent time. I mean, he's 92, you know. Deng protected Murdoch from pie-throwing assailant. Well, can we see that?
First off, if you haven't made money with AI yet, don't worry. AI is the biggest.
Wendy Murdoch was easy to pick out. In Pink, when you're 38 years younger than your husband, it's nice to rub his back and pour him water before he testifies. She even restrained him when he pounded the table too much.
Who are proud and great.
But she didn't restrain herself.
Dang.
When this happened.
She's doing it. Well, hold on. We have a pie.
An
she
activist pulled a
freaking
foam-filled
took it out.
plastic
Did you see what
pie plate
happened?
out of a plastic bag.
Hold on,
Filled
about it. Watch
plastic
her hand. She went at him. Hold on. She went at him right here. This is a Springer episode. Look at that.
An activist
Where's, oh my, I gotta see it. Where's Maury? You are the father.
An activist
Oh
pulled
my
a foam-filled
goodness.
plastic pie.
Hold on, one more
But
time.
she didn't restrain herself. When this
Do it,
happened.
Dang.
An activist
I love
pulled
her.
a foam-filled plastic
Hold on, can I
pie
ask you
plate
guys a
out of
question?
Plastic bag.
Can I ask you guys a question? Why would you get rid of a woman like that? Why would you get rid of a woman like that? That's doing it. You know? She's there taking care of you. She's taking people's heads off. I'm sorry? Oh, yeah, she's probably really the same when he does something wrong, right? And she starts banging the hell out of his face. You Rupert, you mother, you know? She's doing her taekwondo skills. Karate. Some people call it judo, you know, as well. She's in the middle of the judo class with Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal, when they come at you, you throw them. Oh, Steven, really? Is that what you do? Yeah, you don't need to hit them at all. You just toss them. Oh, you toss them with your stupid freaking ponytail? Is that what you're doing? Come at me. Okay, I'm coming at you, Steven. Here we go. Oh, see, I'm a master of Akita. Oh, you're an Akita master. I got an Akita dog. Okay, that one works. We're still wondering, like, what is the throw thing, you know, with that belly? Are you throwing people over the belly? Are you having them sit on the belly and ask for things for Christmas? Like, what are we doing with the Steven Seagal belly? Now, right now in this moment, you're looking at a picture of Steven Seagal's belly over my shoulder. Of course, not right now in the moment, but when I do the edit. Anyway, back to the news. Steven, can you know, we're trying to get back to it. You know, can you drop that belly? Just, you know, move on out, you know? Go do some more Akita. Okay, I'll go. I'll be back. I'm gonna throw a few people. Yeah, we got it. Good old Seagal, you know. Some people say good. I think he's terrible, except for the ponytail. I do love the ponytail, I have to say.
Egg, some of that.
Dang!
Proud.
Can I see it one more time?
And
She went at him!
activist pulled a
I love it!
foam-filled plastic
Where is
pie
Gary
plate.
Springer when you need him? What? I'm sorry? Oh, yeah, I forgot he died. All right, guys, we're back to the news. Zakova is also a divorcee. 9 times, they say. 10th time's the charm with her. Being previously married to Alexander Zhukov, a billionaire energy investor who now resides in London as a British citizen. Before coming to the United States, she was a resident of Moscow. He's friends with Vladimir Putin. We did it right. You go to America. You marry the Rupert. You take his gold neck. Right? You drink vodka. Everybody happy. The career as a molecular biologist led her to study about diabetes. She's a molecular biologist as well. Hold on, now I'm confused because maybe that's what she was saying. I thought they said that Rupert was a molecular biologist. Hold on. Molecular. I have to see this again because now I'm wondering if I read that wrong. Ah, okay. I did. I read that wrong. Former chairman of Fox News at 92. That's all he is. He's just a, Dr. Evil, take over the world guy, That's him. He's doing that. She's the 67-year-old molecular biologist. So just to kind of make sure, we like to get the news correct here, okay? We're not trying to hit you with any left hooks and like, well, Mark said, Mark reads the news straight with some comedy. Thank you so much for the like. I appreciate you. Skywalker, good to see you. YouTube, X, or Rumble it, because that's where we're doing it. And you get to see this story and the Russian ladies, the Russian dolls, they call them, some people. Her career as a biologist led to her study of diabetes in institutions such as the University of California in Los Angeles. So this isn't like some, you know what I mean, gold-digging lady here. She did it. She was married to a billionaire before. She's marrying freaking Dr. Evil here, you know. This is Dr. Evil in several decades. Mike Myers. That's Mike Myers now. Actually, I think that's Mario Perrone. I really do. He's selling us a piece of land in Italy. Someone tell me, is it Perrone? Am I right about Perrone? I gotta see. I feel like it's Mario something. I'm so glad Matt's kicking it with us. So guys, is it Perrone? Somebody freaking tell me, is it Mario Perrone? Pirelli. Mario Pirelli. Well, someone tell me. Perrone. I feel like, let's see. Mario Perrone. Is that it right there? No, that's not freaking Mario Perrone. What the hell is that? Okay. There's got to be a better way of finding this. 90s Italian getaway. Mario. Let's see what comes up. Does anybody remember? Somebody help me out. Mario Perillo! Yes! Perillo Tours! Hold on now, man. There he is. That's freaking Perillo right there. Look, guys, it's Mario Perillo. Hold on a second. Tell me that's not the same guy we're looking at right now. Rupert Murdoch. Yeah. Perillo Tours. You guys know you want to get a Perillo tour. You're going on a tour with Perillo. Oh my goodness, I remembered it. I didn't though. I said Perino. I was off by a little bit. But guys, we'll take it. We'll take it on that one. You know, freaking Perillo over here. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? We just had it. There it is. Hold on. We're going back to Perillo. I want to see him. Okay. There's Perillo. Yeah. There we go. Perillo. Let's just drop that. Chairman of the board, Perillo Tours. You come out to Perillo. And then I'm there. And we go to here. And now I'm there. Guys, 40 years later, 1988. 1988. So this is, let's just do the math on that one. It's about 36 years ago, right? 36 years ago. Magoo. Right? There he is, 36 years later. I'm a successful chairman of the board. Yeah, you were chairman of the board here too, dude. Oh my goodness. Chairman of the Perillo Tours to chairman of Fox News. Yeah, and you're also the gull. You got the gull neck, you know, which is working for you at 92. The ladies, these ladies, those are all three of his ladies. Actually, no, this is his, I think this is his wife-to-be, okay? These two, I don't know. Prazis, potentially, we're not really sure. Oh, no, daughters. Daughters, sorry, Zakova. No offense. Dasha was also previously married, ended their relationship. All these, Roman Abramovich. This is crazy. These people are like highfalutin mofos, you know what I mean? I don't know if I do. I think I'm sitting too far away. Join us on YouTube. I'm sure I look a little bit more real with the weird background on TikTok. You never really know. Murdoch's family is a bit larger as the entertainment mogul has 6 children with 3 of his 4 wives. In fact, Murdoch's inspired the storyline of the fictional Roy family of the HBO hit series Succession. The eldest son, Lachlan Murdoch, followed in his father's footsteps and became the new chairman of Fox Corp, News Corp, and after Rupert retired from his duties in September 2023 to get engaged, break up that engagement, or she did, and then get engaged again to this freaking lady, he feels good about it. You know, this one's the right one. Rupert holds an honorary chairman emeritus status with the company. It means like he could just walk in and be like, I'm Dr. Evil. It's just my corporation. I'm taking over the world. Oh no, sorry, I'm getting married in June. Banging it out, you know? Rupert, look at that freaking gull. Right? She's a pretty lady, though. She's a pretty lady. And you know what? It's not like she's a gold digger. Married a billionaire, divorced with a billionaire, daughter married a billionaire, divorced from a billionaire. They're just a bunch of divorcees. They're out there doing it. Just looking for another billionaire to divorce, you know? You see, it's not about the way in, it's on the way out. You know, you're trying to get what you can on the way out, not on the way in. Gull neck, you know, it's not like she's thinking like, oh, I gotta snuggle that gull neck and I gotta pet it at night. Because you know when he's breathing at night, it vibrates. I can't. I can't. Oh my goodness. Rupert, you know. I swear he's I'm trying to remember the name of the guy from, these are all names I used to remember. I can't believe, like, these are things I'm concerned. I should know this guy's name from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. It's like on the tip of my tongue. And I could see him. He's the guy who comes in at the end with the stupid, you know, gun. Looks just like that, except he's all in black. You know, he tries to take over the world as well. It probably sounds just like Lachlan or whatever Murdoch here. Anyway, let's move on. We're moving on because I can't. We got Mario Perillo. That one we got. So, good job there, Dr. whatever. Funny Pants. 92, he's out there doing it still. Look, you got to give him something on that. You got to think, people at 92, they're just like, I kind of done it enough. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. You go do you. I'm going to go over here and read a freaking book, you know? Sit under the stars. You know, just wait for God to come and take me away. You know, Murdoch, Rupert, you know, he's got some adreno or something if he's out there banging it out at 92. I'm getting married. Yeah. With that goal? Like, what are we doing? Are you doing with the goal or are you going to get that fixed before the wedding? You got millions, probably billions at this point, you know? Yeah, she wouldn't marry a millionaire. I'm sorry. You guys know that, you know. You don't go from billionaire husband down to millionaire husband, you know. Reminds me of my favorite comedian from the 1980s. His name was Johnny Yoon. Johnny Yoon was a comedian. He was in a couple of movies like Cannonball Run and They Call Me Bruce. Johnny Yoon told a joke that one of his good friends was a millionaire once. His other friend said, "Really?" Johnny said, "Yeah, gambler, big gambler." Became a millionaire from gambling? Yeah, he was a billionaire first. By Menon, right? It was a little better than that when he told it. But it's a funny one, in a weird way. That he was a millionaire because he was a billionaire first. He had a gambling problem. So, I can't read any of these stories. They're all political, and you guys know we're just not doing it, you know? Uh-oh, what my husband saw on my phone may destroy our marriage. This is about infidelity. We're not going to get into stupid stories about that. Engaged for the 6th time at 92. We just did that story. You remember with the McGee head over here? Tom Cruise's romance with Russian socialite ended due to the actor's alleged marriage proposal. Do you want to join the Scientology community? No, sorry, whack job. Go do another film. What are we on? Mission Impossible, like 19? Yeah, look at me. I'm flying from a plane. You're 106. Still looking good. Adreno's working. This is the best news show on earth. We just live in it. You know what I mean? Tom Cruise, the romance. I don't think I want to read that. You know, he's looking good, though, for 746. Anunnaki. Some people say that he's one of the original. You know, let's just look. Look at him. There he is. That's Tom Cruise 84 years ago. Hold on. There he is, right there. That was last week. He's 746 in dog years. It makes him really like 4,900 years old. You know, he's here at the beginning of it all. When you had Marxists there getting the tablets, parting the Red Sea, Tom Cruise was there helping me. We called him Thomas. The Cruise was added later because he jumped on the Ark and took a ride. You know, you got to bring, you know, Tom Cruise along with you when you know one day he's going to make a movie called Mission Impossible, and it's like 4,000 years ago, and you're like, gosh, you know, I really don't like this guy. He's kind of a pompous piece of garbage, and he's always like walking around going, yeah, hey, you know, like doing, hey, like that, and he's jumping around, and like, I don't like that. Well, let's stick, you know, we'll keep him around because he's going to do a Mission Impossible series one day. Oldest human ever known to exist. Tom Cruise. Anyway, Tom Cruise asked the Russian woman to marry him. This is interesting. Tom Cruise's 747th marriage. You know, in this life, I think it's 19th, but like in his previous lives, you know, because he never dies. He's just like going from, he hires a guy to write up new docs throughout time. You know, he's just like, who's the new guy who's doing docs? Philip. I have to do a Mission Impossible series one day. Can you get me some docs? Is it somebody else? Give me a name. How about Thomas Cruise? That's not bad. Let's do Thomas Cruise. That was like, they're moving their way up. Finally, they get to Tom Cruise. You know, this life. But she didn't want to marry him. It's probably because he's got a, I mean, you have to imagine, he looks good here, but at 747 years old, the dong is probably starting to wrinkle up, right? You have to imagine. After how many wives? Ah, goodness. Disaster. I can't. Again, these are stories that have to do with politics. We're not doing politics here. We don't do politics here. We laugh about other stuff that's going on, like Natalie Portman and Benjamin Millepied's finalized divorce after quietly separating last year. He's got a nog. That's a nog. You had somebody remarking on the forehead. It's an 8 head when you're in the process of a divorce. You know, that's why he's got the 8 head, because she brought a lot of stress into his life. We heard she was banging it out on a Star Wars set. You know, the guy who played Jabba. I'm sorry? Yeah, George Soros. He's got game. He's got game. Anyway, we're going to leave 8 head alone. Let's move forward. What else do we have here? What the heck am I watching? Can't read that. Again, all this stuff. Look at everything. Gisele Bündchen gives rare insight into her relationship with Tom Brady and Bridget Monahan's son, Jack. That's great. I'm not reading it. Jelly Roll's wife, Bunny, XO, marks 1-year anniversary of leaving sex work. I was so scared to let go. I'm confused here. I'm confused. So this is Jelly Roll, right? This is his wife, and she was a sex worker? I mean, I'm not saying that's not, look, you do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Working as a high-end escort when they first met. Wow. This is interesting. Again, no judgment. You do what you got to do to make $1. Even if it means putting a dong in your mouth. Oh, it's terrible. I'm sorry. Bunny, 44, you know she was in that business, because look how she spells the name. She didn't even know how to spell Bunny. Excuse me, sweetie, did you want me to put your name on that coffee cup? What is it? Oh, Bunny? No, not with a Y. It's with a I-E. She shut down her spicy OnlyFans site in March 2023. And on Tuesday, she reflected on the anniversary in a post. Well, was she just like an OnlyFans person who was doing like videos, or was she out there banging it out? You know what I mean? Like, that's a whole other thing. But I had to let faith in God make sure that I could make it back tenfold. The Dumb Blonde podcast host has been open about her history as an escort. And both she and Jelly Roll 39 have spoken about how she was the breadwinner in their relationship before he found success. Oh, what in the... On Wednesday, Bunny clarified her work timeline and said that many fans had questioned how she retired from sex work last year when she and a Save Me singer have been married since 2016. A lot of people are confused and see how I retired from SW last year because I've been married for 7 years, LOL. So here's the answer. I'm an open book. Don't mind letting y'all know. I've always worked and made money on my own, banging it out, doing it in the rear sometimes. I mean, we don't know. This is all speculation. It's not in the story, When I married Jay, I refused to give up my independence of my hiney hole and rely solely on him. And to be honest, he never once asked me to. He was like, "You doing it with that butt? You do it. You go out there and you drop that hiney butt out there, and you just let people see it, and just see if they're interested. We could use a new plasma TV." What? No, I know they're doing LED. I want plasma. Go out there and bang it. Oh, he knew how important it was for me to make my own money. The easy way, I called it. Some people are like, "Hey, you do it the hard way." And I'm like, "No, we're doing it the easy way, Oh, goodness. "One day, baby, you won't have to do this," he said. Okay. Can't get in there. And so one day it came. He wrote the song. He's a millionaire, multimillionaire. And he's like, "Babe, what are you doing? You don't got to go out there and do it no longer." And she's like, "Yeah, but you know me. I got to go out there and make mines, But sweetie, I'm making millions now. I don't give a damn. I need a purse. I don't want your money. I'm doing it with my own money. Just take my money, please. Just stop taking a dong in your mouth." Oh my goodness, Jelly Roll! Good man. Good man for allowing yourself to handle that. Like, imagine you're just sitting there. "Honey, where you going?" "Oh, you got another bangaroo?" "Sweetie, can you do me a favor? Pick up some milk on the way home." "No, ew, not that type of milk. I meant like real milk from the store." Baby maker, Bunny! Bunny, can you, one more thing. Yeah. Could you please do me a favor and not tell me when you're leaving? To go and do the 1-2 Magoo. Millionaire, I'm sitting here in my palace. You're going out there to get a little shake at the tail moment? What, do you need another tattoo? She needs another tattoo. She wants to put one right here, to match the one on his face. Like, I wear a cross here, He wears one right here. It's just interesting, I have to say, I don't know any of these people, so I hope nobody's offended when I make jokes. This is a comedy show. We're here to laugh a little bit. So do we have anything else here? Look at all these stories that I'm not going to talk about. Oh my goodness, they're all the same. Rupert Murdoch's new Russian fiance ties him to a sprawling web of money with some surprising connections. Roman Abramovich, we know about that. Let's see. Anything else? Again, Tom Cruise, right there. 946. Somehow, he's still doing it. Anything else in the news today? I think we're going to take one more story here. This is an interesting one. This is Pierce Brosnan. This is his wife of 940 years. Not the same amount of time. I'm just saying. More than 20 years. Wait a second. I thought it was... Okay, yeah. So this guy, I don't know why, but I always thought he was one of the most debonair, handsome, totally cool guys in Hollywood, And he's really laid back. You won't see him besides random photos, or he does a film, But look how cool he is, right? Cool dude. But my wife always remarked at how amazing it is to see people like that who stick it out through all the fame. You know, you see like U2, Bono, you see John Bon Jovi. These people who start with one person and they maintain that relationship without getting the pull from the negative and from the evil of the world. It's really interesting. S. Coop, how are you? So good to see you. Oh my goodness. Yes, Jerry, I got you. I'll let me actually see if I can figure that out. Oops. I think I just did it. I think I just did it. Oh, I'm getting a phone call here. Hold on a minute. All right, so let's see where we are in the show. I'm going to grab one more quick story. Let me just see if I can. Let me see if I can pop this on real quick. Give me 1 second. Let this play. Sorry about that. Sometimes you have to take a phone call. You're a realtor. This is how you make a living, you know. You come out here to entertain the world. But the phone rings and the business has to be taken care of. So, back to it. Kylie Jenner addresses critics who say her new look is a result of her relationship with Timothée Chalamet. I don't freaking care. 8 friends built a secret apartment in a mall and hid there undetected for years? Oh, this one I gotta read. This is craziness. Guys, this is the type of story that I like to read. Whether it's just getting some cool information in a cool story, or it's doing it like a comedy craziness. I'm hiding in the wall while they're cooking on the other side of that wall. They go in the other room. I'm just kind of testing it to make sure that the sauce is good, that they don't need more salt, you know. They need more salt. I go in and pour more salt in. Like that idea. Some people do those things, you know. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Oh, the stomach is a-growling. 8 friends. They built a secret apartment in a mall and hid there undetected for years. A new South by Southwest documentary explains how and why. Look at this. They got a couch. They got a TV. Cinder block in it. Providence Place Mall was constructed in the late 90s. It was touted by Rhode Island leaders as a sign of urban renewal for its struggling capital city. For 8 artists, it became something else. Home. These friends constructed a makeshift apartment complete with a sofa, a TV and video game system, a microwave and cinder block wall, and a hidden alcove of the shopping complex's garage. To run the appliances, they tapped into the mall's electricity. Amazingly, this hangout spot where some of the Friends events even spent several shivery nights went undiscovered for 4 years. Their audacious gambit was launched in response to a gentrification taking place around them, a humorous protest against the capitalist forces that threatened to push the city's artistic community to its outer edges. It's also the subject of Secret Mall Apartment, a fascinating new documentary from Jeremy Workman. So guys, pretty cool. Like Jesse Eisenberg played in this thing. 8 friends in a secret apartment in the mall. So you have to figure, how did they get in? They must have like snuck in at night. You can't go park outside. You know what I mean? Like parking right outside the wall. Where did these people go? Let's see, anything else here? I think we're good. I think we got all the news we need. There she's doing it again. She's back into it, banging it out. Oh, goodness. Uh-oh. This is where it gets real. John Mulaney's ex-wife, Anna Marie Tendler, announces eyebrow-raising memoir. She's going to end him. Ooh. Let's throw some knives at the ex-husband now that the relationship didn't work out. Nobody ever sees that as a, red flag. No. The scorned woman is about to unleash her fury. She's going to start telling everything. He left the toilet brush out. Mother, I told him I don't like the toothbrush out. Her memoir is called Men Have Called Her Crazy, because she's fucking crazy, Like, it's not like because maybe she's crazy. That chick is nuts. Did you see what she did? Write a memoir about it, You didn't put the toilet paper back on the roll! That's what you get from Wackadoo McGee over here, who's like, I'm going to tell all about John Mulaney and how he couldn't keep this sort of smile on my face or this actual smile on my face. Oh, wait, no, that's him. That's him with his new wife, Olivia Moon. Okay, he left her to get with her, Olivia Munn, whatever the freak her name is, and he's all happy and smiley, I think, or he's totally wrecked. I mean, look, you see that? That dude's been smoking all night. Smokey, the smoke dog, that story's coming out. That's like tomorrow. Maybe later. We'll see. I got to edit it. But do you see those eyes? She's happy. I got wrecked, but I put in Visine. Look, see? Guys, this is the truth of it all. John Mulaney, he's about to get smashed in the face by his whack job ex-wife because she's butthurt. I'd be too if you took my, family apart and you went and married Olivia Munn, whatever the hell her name is. I'd be like, how dare you? You were with me. Now you just left me for Olivia Munn? What does she have that I don't have? Besides probably her own money and a successful career in Hollywood, which, by the way, I wouldn't trust. She gets a call for the next role. She's got to go in there and do one of those. I've heard some stories now about that. These people have to go in to meet behind closed doors in a red room. What is going on in this world? Anyway, guys, I think we're good. Carol Burnett, 90, reveals the one joke she took too far. I don't give a crap. She probably thinks it was like, it's cold outside today. That's a real pusher. Oh, goodness. Prince Harry just got an offer from the British government that is going to be hard to refuse. Prince Harry, we need you to come back home, Your father has cancer, and we need you to take the throne. Yeah, your brother, he's with Kate. They're doing it, literally, right now. Actually, somebody said they haven't heard from Kate in a while, like the real Kate. Is that true? She had like a surgery and then now it's like she just went like MIA? I don't know. Anyway, guys, I think we got enough here today. I don't really know if there's anything else here that it gets my attention. I will tell you that tomorrow we do it all over again. Look at this. We do have to say, because this is what the show started with this. So people have to stay to the end to find out. What are the odds in the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight? What Tyson's last fight tells us. When the news of Mike Tyson and Jake Paul made headlines Thursday morning, it left some scratching their heads about whether Tyson's return to boxing ring was real. After all, it's been more than 3 years since we last saw Tyson box in an exhibition, and his last professional fight was in 2005. In Tyson's last exhibition, he faced Roy Jones Jr. at the Staples Center, and Tyson, who's 54, looked aggressive from the onset and stalked Jones. Through most of their 8 rounds, the fight was held without spectators because of COVID-19. I didn't want to say that. Jones remained on his feet when the final bell rang, and the 3 former WBC champions scored the bout a draw, 78-74 for Tyson. USA scored 78-74 for Tyson. Early on, Tyson resembled his own self, his old self, charging after Jones and unleashing powerful punches. He nailed Jones with several powerful shots. Jones looked hurt in the second round after absorbing another shot to the body. Anyway, after that, so what's the odds here? Do we know? Does it say? What the freaking heck? It was supposed to tell us the odds. What are the odds? We're not going to tell you. Yeah, so basically they're not going to tell us what the odds are. $1.6 million pay-per-view buys on the Jones fight. That's what they did. So we don't know what the odds are. I think it's going to go to Paul, unfortunately, because he's 30 years younger than Tyson. Literally, you know. So anyway, guys, we obviously have tons of stuff going on in the world. Early odds. Here we go. I want to find out what the odds are. We talked about it. We got to do it. 56-6 over 44 knockouts to 9-1 on 6 knockouts. Odds makers. Here we go. Jake Paul, 360. Mike Tyson's at $300 for every $100 you put down. I think that's what that says, right? Mike Tyson's considered the underdog. I don't think that's necessarily a bad call because he's 56 or something years old. You know? So I'm not going to pretend that Mike Tyson may not lose in this match. I mean, he lost all of his matches when he was at the end of his career, except for the Buster Douglas, which was kind of almost midway, a little after midway. But I would say, in general, we have very little new news except for the silly news. And there's very little that I think is going to happen in that ring. You know, Tyson either gets knocked out or he shocks them and knocks out Jake Paul. I don't think they go the full run, if it's 8 rounds or whatever, maybe. I mean, it's going to be interesting. I always love Mike Tyson. He's my favorite fighter of all time. I'm going to give you guys this link. This is to the 12 o'clock news story, which is in 38 minutes. Guys, 38 minutes. Will you join me? This is hilarious. I have to say, there's a couple really funny moments in this, but I speak French. Not really. But the French accent comes out in this piece of comedy news. So join me for that. That's the link. If somebody who's got a wrench can please pin that so everybody can see it. Hit that link if you can. If you touch that bell, in about 8 minutes, it will remind you that in a half hour, we will be live with that. And then I got other stuff I'm working on, guys. So much more. DM Ryan, my brother, Hilly Billy, Jerry Hayes, welcome back to the Wrench Club. Main Girl, S-Coop, Sig Sauer, my brother, in the house. Virginia, and we have liberty and freedom. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got a lot of blue in there, which is good. Like I said, I think the more family members that are here that can actually share links from the show. Oh, you're not into comedy? How about this? Here's a piece of music. Here's one of Mark's songs. Check this out. Whatever. Why is this doing this? This keeps happening on TikTok. It'll like disconnect me. So, yeah, please do what you can. When you see new people come in, like this morning we had a bunch of new people, please welcome them and remind them that there's 2 shows a day, 9 a.m. and after 9 p.m. And that's every day, my hope, even though weekends it's usually just 1 show. And that's usually at night about 10:30. So that's kind of the schedule. If you just know, you have to please seek me out. That's the only way this works. Oh gosh, I gotta run. We're at 1 hour. I love you guys. I will see you later, okay? No